Hi, thank you for being here. My name is Lorraine, and I love being organized and efficient, and also all include creative. Let me tell you about something that I thought would be very handy for some of the masks that I've been making lately, and it is a holder that we might need for either that or anything else that is small and you would want to be able to access. Uh, uh, Often. So, anyways, what I'm working with is I'm working with one of these paint sticks that I picked up from Home Depot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this little portion here so that it's not so obvious that it is a paint stick. What I do is I'm going to go ahead and measure that, cut that off with the jigsaw here. If you have to use a little hand saw, you can do that. You can use a miter saw. But for today, I'm going to use this jigsaw. So let's just snip that part right off. I'm so sorry. I should have told you that you need some safety glasses. Safety first, and I should have had mine handy. So my apologies for that. Anyhow, let me go ahead and just get this sanded on the edges here because we don't want to accidentally get a splinter in our finger. Or anything, so I'll go ahead and sand that down. This here is going to be a really quick process. Another thing that we want to do with our holders, we want to make sure that we're able to hang it. So why not put a couple of holes in the corners here, one on this side, one on that side. You'll see what I'm getting at in just a moment. Okay, so we do have a drill, and let's get this going here for us. Let's see here. I've been working with wood for a while now, so it's a lot of fun. It's always nice to be able to be handy, particularly when you're a woman. So there we go. We've got one hole there. See? And now we're going to put another one on this side. As I mentioned, I know I probably should have suggested also to measure where you might want to put these holes. Okay, got that. There we go. Okay, it always helps to go ahead and sand that a little bit for any of the residue of particles of wood that might be there. You don't want to get any splinters in your fingers or anything. So this is what we've got going on so far. Let me go ahead and apply a coat of paint on it because we don't need all of that wording on there from Home Depot. I mean, there is a ruler there. That is handy. You can leave that should you decide to do so. So let's go ahead and paint some of this up here. Home Depot, you can paint this up with maybe some of your acrylic paints that you might have in your craft supply, or pick up something like that over at some of the hobby stores, Joann's or Michael's or something like that. So we want to go ahead and get this painted. It's really nice to apply a coat. If you want something like this here dries for your project, you can add some decals. You might want to add some type of quote on there. I mean, it's not something that's going to be seen all the time because you are going to have some of your items hanging on it. But anyway, we're making some progress right here. And I'm going to go ahead and stop right here because I'm at the point where I have my hand, and I do want this side here to dry first. So we can still proceed with this project. So let me show you what we're doing next. Okay, so once we have that paint applied, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and measure out where we want to put the nails, okay, because these are going to be your holders. And these are just some nice, small, maybe an inch and a quarter or so size nails with some small heads on them. You see that? So those will be a nice holder for something that's this size here. So you know what we can do is I can show you how I would actually measure that out. While this is not yet completely dried, let me show that to you. So let's go ahead and grab our ruler here. This here is one of the rulers that I use for my sewing supplies and so forth. What we do is let's go ahead and measure out, let's say maybe On this particular project, I would measure out like about 1.5 inches in between nails, okay? So let's see, we'll go ahead and go here, and we can go ahead and decide to put them in the center of the piece of wood here. I'm going to go ahead and start right here, okay? So that's 1.5 inches. I'm going to go down another 1.5 inches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1.5 right here, 5. Let's see here, 6. And then we've got 7. Let's see, 8. And then 9. Oh, here we go. We can go a little further. We actually will have enough room for 10 holders. That's pretty nice. I'm sure you'd have something to hang on this nice little thing here. But anyways, what we'll do is I showed you the nails. I showed you what our base was. And let me show you what the outcome would be. Ta-da! So here we go. We've got the nails in there. I put a little bit of decor on the edges. Those actually are a piece of glass that I picked up at an architectural store in downtown Little Italy in San Diego. So let me show you how it'll work for your items. Okay, so as I mentioned, I have some face masks that I've been making lately. So let's hang that up. We've got, here we go, there's one. You're going to hang it up because you have the holes in your piece of wood. You'll be hanging that up on your wall. And let's see, so here we go. And it's really nice to have all of your items in one place. I mean, whether it's being a minimalist or whether it's just being organized. It's always nice to know where your go-to items are. Here we go. And this helps me a lot because, excuse me, I had been putting my face mask in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in my craft room. So now I have them all in one spot. You can, because the nails are long enough, as you might be able to see there, they're long enough. You can actually double up, triple up on some of these here. But it's always nice to be able to see your items. It's like having all of your jewelry in one place. You can also use this for your eyeglasses. The eyeglass case holder. Or if you want to just hang your glasses like that. That might be an idea too. I'm not too sure how this will actually work here. Maybe that won't work. Anyway, this is what we have. So I hope you like it. Hang it on the wall. Everything in one place. A handy holder. Thank you.